Hello? Chat? It's me. I'm back. Welcome back, Pineapple. How are you doing, Pineapple? I'm not doing too good. I'm not doing too bad. How about you? Oh, I'm not doing too bad either. You know, back in Five Nights at Freddy's VR, it's kind of fun, you know? Kind of fun Fnaf VR game, fun, Fnaf game, time, yeah. Yeah. Add. No, that's not what I wanted. Paste. At everyone, I do be streaming early. Hell yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the stream. Nobody's here. Fuck yeah, dude. I love it when nobody shows up to my streams. It's so much fun. Oh, there's EG. EG's here. What's up, EG? How you doing, bud? EG's the only one to join. EG's a super fan, I'll tell you that right now. This is a very janky setup. It's been a minute, and this is a great stream already. Thank you. Yeah, there's my hands. Chatting from the shower right now. Did I need to know that? My hands are over there. And today, we have a couple things I'd like to get sorted out. Strategies. Funtime Foxy, that's going to be an issue. Nightmare Freddy, LO once more, Pineapple, at Dead of Night win. At Dead of Night will happen soon, I'll tell you that right now. I actually kind of missed that game. That game's kind of fun. What's up, Prep Sign? Prep Sign? What's up, Prep Sign? How you doing, bud? Hopefully you're doing good. So, welcome to everybody new. Welcome to everybody returning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look up a Funtime Foxy strategy. Funtime Foxy FNAF VR. Okay, let's look at this.
Here, today I'm going to be
ambience, W ambience.
Funtime Foxy in FNAF VR Help Wanted. This mode may seem tricky at first, but compared to the absolute steamy dumpster fire that is Plush Baby, it's a welcome change. Foxy might be weird and a bit poorly explained, but there's actually an incredibly simple trick that you can use to get past him quickly and efficiently. The Blacklight version does make things a bit weird, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So this minigame is basically ripped directly from Sister Location, at least on the surface, when you had to cross Funtime Auditorium during Night 3. However, it actually works quite a bit differently. Foxy isn't really repelled by the flash beacon anymore, so you can't just spam it whenever he comes into view. In fact, doing that will probably get you killed. Instead, you'll be following a
character bio.
brain-dead pattern. But first things first, let's just talk about the basic setup. You're in a large room, and Funtime Foxy will appear in the doorway at the far end of it when you start to move. You can actually move with the joystick or thumbstick on your hand controller, or the W key, or whatever. Your goal is to get to the door that Foxy came out of without being jump scared. Most players get relatively close, then Foxy starts guarding them like an NBA player, and they just run around in circles until they die. This is a pretty common problem. It's hard to make
How's it going? Doing good.
while also dodging around Foxy, and that confuses a lot of people. Thankfully, there is a way to guarantee progress while also avoiding him with minimal effort. All you have to do is count your steps. Yeah, I know impersonating a Fitbit doesn't sound like too engaging of a strategy, but this is crucial to making sure you don't overstep and get jump scared. The magic number here is 8. As long as you don't go further and go in a smart direction, you should never die. While moving, look down at the floor so you can count your steps easier by looking at the tile. After 8 steps, stop moving and flash the beacon. Make sure to look up so you can see where Foxy is, then adjust your steps around that. You should just be able to walk in a straight line early on. You can actually walk like 10 to 15 steps right off the bat if you want. Just make sure to flash before you get too far in. Just hold W until you're satisfied, then look up and flash to see Foxy. If he's far away, you can walk 8 steps in a straight line, then flash again. Repeat this until he's relatively close to you or veering to a specific side. At this point, the goal is to drift away from Foxy while still making progress. This is when you start doing something that I call splitting the steps. Basically, you'll take 5 or 6 steps in a straight line, then 2 or 3 diagonally drifting to the opposite side of where Foxy is. This should be enough to get you away from Foxy while still making significant progress. If you walk into Foxy or used a flash beacon in his face, then you're dead. So it's best to get away from him before using it again. Sometimes he'll get extremely close to you and you'll have to focus on moving away first. You can do this either by swapping the steps and moving diagonally first and then straight afterward, or you can just spend almost all 8 steps going diagonally. Either way, prioritize dodging Foxy over making progress,
Okay.
but still try and get a bit of progress in there toward the end so it's not completely wasted. To summarize, count 8 steps, then stop and flash, take a few more when he's far away if you want to. When Foxy's close, spend some of the steps moving diagonally away from him.
Okay, so, chat. That actually seems pretty okay. 8 steps, 5 forward, 3 diagonal, depending on where he is, and just avoid him when he's there. That seems actually pretty simple.
Steps, 5 forward.
However, I have a proposition. Pro tip, don't tie. That is a very good pro tip, prep. I can Photoshop images to have a transparent background if you ask me to do so. Okay. So, chat, I have a proposition. There was a death we had. There was a death we had a while ago. Hello, Glitch Trap, how you doing, bud? There was a death we had a while ago in a little game called... Excuse me? Hello? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I need to be back here. A little game called Parts and Service, Chica's Level. And Chica's Level, I grabbed the cupcake, but I couldn't put the cupcake in the plate fast enough because my hand was stuck on a trash can. And the reason why it was stuck on a trash can was because PlayStation VR's camera is not very good at tracking controllers. So I'd like to argue that that death shouldn't count because it was caused by something I couldn't control. There's my argument. I'm going to post in the Discord a poll whether or not that should count, and those who have the ability to vote can vote now. Hey guys, hello Amy Perkins, how you doing, bud? My controller's about to die. There's no shot my controller's about to die. There's absolutely no shot. Make the camera face more down. That's the thing. It's really hard to make the camera put a camera in a specific spot where I can do that. And like also being like, okay, it's really hard to explain. In order for that to happen, I'd have to strap the camera like to the ceiling, which I physically cannot do without like a drill or something and drilling into my own ceiling, which I don't want to do. And also, the rooms I play in are not good for playing VR. Like, there's nowhere in my house that I can play VR in comfortably because there's furniture everywhere. So the way I have this set up right now is probably the only way I can play VR at all. And right now, it's not even good. So I'm going to put a poll in the chat whether or not that death should count. Tatiana and Amy, if you're wondering, there was a death in Chica Parts and Service where I got my hand stuck in a trash can because the camera wasn't tracking my hand properly. Now, I don't think that death should count because it was something I couldn't control. I'm going to argue that. We're going to put a poll. Should the Chica death count as a death? And those of you who can vote, the hand was dumpster diving. It's true. Those of you who can vote, please vote in the poll right now in the Discord. I'll give it a little bit. I'm also going to plug in the controller that's currently having a temper tantrum because for whatever reason, it's just deciding to do that. I don't know why. Okay, I should be okay, right? It's currently split. Pineapple's uncle and character bio says that should the death count as a death. Character bio's on my side. EG is not on my side. EG, I thought we were cool, dude. I thought we were cool. I'm here. I made a chat. What's up, Louie? Sorry, Lewis. Sorry, my other device wouldn't let me enter chat. Sorry, gang. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. We need this poll to be voted in. I'm not gonna pander. Those of you who are just joining and you do have a account in the Discord, I am arguing that a death that was caused by Chica should not count because it was my camera tracking that caused me to die, and that's something I can't control. Well, now I guess we just have to sit here until the tie's broken. How was your guys' New Year's? Was it good? This is the first stream back. So, how you guys feeling? I'm gonna go spit out my gum because I don't want to be slapping my lips in front of you all. Did I miss anything? By the way, this setup is worse than the one I had that was not at my house. I'm gonna eat SpaghettiOs, but I gotta heat them up. True. Feeling pretty good. Well, I kind of just ignored everyone. True. What? At poll notifications. Anyone who's in chat who also has a Discord account, please vote in the Discord. We need to have this vote fixed. If we don't, we are all porked. Oh shit, 3 votes. 2 on no because Tatiana's a goat. Not me, I don't have disc. Disc or dick? Disc. I don't know what that means. 1 person watching. I know that's bullshit because E.G., Amy Perkins, and Louis and Character Bio are all here, and Tatiana, so that's 5. I love how good YouTube is at tracking viewers. He means Discord. Oh! Discord, obviously. How is that obvious? In any way, how is that obvious? And then E.G. swapped. Okay, so we're just gonna call it there. Can I delete it? No, I can't. Whatever. We're gonna call it there. Sorry, I was just arguing with someone. That's okay. Listen, chat, now we have our second life back. And because we have our second life back, this challenge is actually doable now. So, for Funtime Foxy, 8 steps forward. No, 5 steps forward, 8 steps to whatever side. And hopefully we're able to hear my steps. I don't know if we are, but if we aren't, we just count the tiles. Flash beacon with trigger and move with my hand. Okay. Cross the room. I have no idea how good this is going to go.
Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room.
Okay. I have no idea how well this is going to go. Please? Okay. Stop. Boom. Okay. Stop. Stop. I'm scared. No, I'm not. Stop. Stop. Oh, shit. Stop. Holy shit. Holy shit. Stop. Oh my goodness. Move. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. You got it. You got it. Yes. 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 Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. Fucking hell. Cake! Okay. Oh, alright. That wasn't actually that bad. We could go for Nightmare Fredbear, however, I don't know how well that's actually going to go. We do have just the 2 lives now, officially. But since we beat that, we can now go to Plush Trap, which is step, scuttle, step, step, scuttle, step, step. At least that's what Ambient said, and it's worked so far, so we should just go for Plush Trap, right? And I believe we're, like, significantly smaller. That's a step. Scuttle. Step. Step. He should be right there. Scuttle. Step. There we go. Okay, so that one's not too bad. More cake! My favorite! Okay. Ooh, that was weird. What the hell? Okay, now it's Nightmare BB, which I don't like because he was always finicky in the original. Like this one, it's supposed to be step, scuttle, step, step, scuttle, step, step. But for him, it's step, scuttle, step, step, scuttle, step, and then the last step is just not absent. It's just disappeared. So you're left to your own devices there. Like it'll be step, and then you just have to pray. Like that's what I hate. But I guess there's only one way to find out. So I guess we're just gonna have to do this. Stop Balloon Boy on the X. Do you have a PS5 or Xbox Series X? I have a PS4. I have nothing. Step. Scuttle. Step. Step. He should be right there. Scuttle. Step. Hello. Fuck. You just have to give him time. Like, that last bit is so stupid. But if you give him enough time, you should be able to, like... What's the word? You should be able to... If you give him the time to move towards you to that last stage, you should have enough time to play with so that you can just kind of... I don't know, play with it. He says in an alpha male giga chad wolf vampire, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, that's the. I think that's the strategy for Balloon Boy. But right now, that should be the last time we have to play him. So, the next one is Plush Baby. And I have no idea how much harder Plush Baby is. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch Ambience again. Because Ambience is clearly the GOAT of this entire channel. Or challenge. And we would not be able to do half the things we've done. What did I just click? Prize counter. We would not have been able to do half the shit we've done so far without Ambience. And if I could hug and kiss Ambience right now, I would. But I can't. And yes, I did just say that. I think it's also for PS4, but there's a massive overhaul for Dark Deception for Chapter 1. Really? I can't play that on PC? I have PC. I play on PC now. Actually, frequently. That's the one thing I really do play on. Okay, so Plush Baby Help Wanted. Here we go.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Plush Baby.
So... he did it originally, now he's in... Now he's... okay.
As soon as you find them. The exception is if you know that one just respawned and you need to find another one because it's significantly closer to killing you. There's no way to prevent these things from teleporting, unfortunately. Just try and find them as quickly as possible and don't let them teleport twice in a row if they vanished once. That's pretty much all.
Oh, shit. Chat, you know how they make this next one harder? Everything in that room is a Plush Baby. The only thing that makes them stand out is the red pigtails. Shit!
Info I can think of, so let's just go over some spawn locations. You might have noticed that the map here has marked some of them as different colors, so I'll go ahead and explain those real quick. Yellow spawns are the most basic. The Plush Baby spawns here can teleport in and out, doesn't move, nothing special. Orange spawns are cabinet spawns, which there's only 2 of in the same area. These can be a bit confusing since they're not as self-explanatory. Basically, when a Plush Baby spawns in the cabinet, they'll make a sound like a door creaking. It's pretty distinctive, you should know it when you hear it. Quickly flash the cabinets, even for a fraction of a second, and the door will close with a quick, deep laugh.
Shit.
If you look away quickly, listen for the sound cue to make sure you got them. Once done correctly, they'll despawn like if you got rid of them normally.
That's tough.
These spawns are fairly rare, but easily one of the most...
Okay, wait, as long as you know the spawns, I think I'm fairly versed in the spawns. Why is my other one dying now, too? So, there's one on my, there's one on my left, there's one on my right, there's on the counter, there's the shelf back there, there's the shelf here, and then there's the shelf... Okay, if I just keep on spamming and scan all those areas, I should be okay.
Game, so I thought it was worth mentioning. Green spawns are moving spawns, which are pretty self-explanatory. If a Plush Baby spawns here, they'll walk toward you over time. Along the counter on the left or right, or down the floor in the middle. This means you'll have to check a slightly wider range to make sure you catch them, but otherwise it's no big deal. The movement can actually help you spot them out quickly. Just remember that they can still teleport. Pink spawns are spawns that might exist, but aren't entirely confirmed. I'm pretty sure the top one has since been confirmed while writing this video, but the bottom one is still up in the air, so let me know in the comments if you see it. Or spawn anywhere else for that matter that's not marked here. Some might be rare. Otherwise, basic static spawns. Red spawns are sound cue spawns, which make a distinct sound cue when a Plush Baby spawns there, but only the first time the spawn happens. Currently, the only definitive
So that one spawn above me is just a free kind of win there. The hand was dumpster diving. It's true. Wait.
Is at the top of
Oh shoot, is that? Oh, yeah, my PlayStation's doing weird shit where it's starting to replay messages.
The shelves, and it'll make the noise of a vent opening the first time a plush baby spawns there. Very distinctive, very easy to hear.
Okay.
This also means that you want to check the spawn until the noise plays. Just make
Is
sure
this a
to check
YouTube vid? It is a
consistently
YouTube
after.
vid, yeah.
Purple spawns are basically the same, except they only play sound cues sometimes. These include a wide range of sounds, such as a ball falling off the left counter, a plushie falling off the middle shelf, stuff like that.
I'm gonna
Make
edit
sure
it
to
into
check
a
these
video.
locations all the time since they don't always make a sound, but if you hear the sound, you can immediately check those locations before anywhere else. That's pretty much it for normal mode. It will take a lot of practice to get comfortable with, but putting all this information together gives you the best possible chance of survival. Move quickly and remember the spawns, and you should be all set once you settle into it. Blacklight mode is more of the same, except the plush babies can now blend in a lot easier. Every plushie in the entire prize corner is now a plush baby, with the actual plush babies being changed a bit to compensate. They now have scrap forms. These look
I thought he said
largely the same,
porn for a
but
second.
more
I don't know
like
why he
scrap
said that.
baby. The only real difference is that blue no longer has a scar and instead has dark coloring around the eyes, so use that to spot him out. Many people think that Plush Baby is more aggressive in Blacklight mode, but this actually isn't the case.
Okay.
Same kill timer, same spawns, the only difference is that every plushie looks like them. In turn, though, this does make everything significantly more difficult. You'll have to hesitate more and second guess yourself, which drains more battery and slows you down, therefore making it so you can't get rid of Plush Babies.
Shit.
There's really not much more advice to give here, just take everything you learned for the normal mode and use it here. Move quickly, but don't be afraid to quickly double check if you think you missed a plush baby. Pay attention to what you get rid of and drop everything to hunt a specific one if you know a voice line and know which one it's coming from. To differentiate the true plush babies from the fake ones, pay attention to the eyes and the coloring around the bottom right part of the face in particular. The eyes will be a very bright green or missing in the case of yellow. All three have black coloring on the bottom right of their face. Well, technically bottom left, but bottom right from our point of view. This is the quickest way to spot them out, along with memorizing spawn locations. Other than that, just follow everything else I mentioned earlier, and good luck. It's only 3 minutes, but this night is extremely tough and pretty luck-based. It'll take a lot of practice, but you will get it eventually.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't have the luxury of practicing. I kind of have to get this first try here, so... Knock on wood. Pray to God I'm absolutely goated. Okay. This first try here, so... Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. My controller shouldn't die, knock on wood, because I did just charge it for like 20 minutes. So, chat, I think this might be where our run ends. Pray to God it doesn't. Hopefully I can lock in, but I have never played this mode before, so... We're really just gonna have to do it. Like there's no really just there's nothing to it but to do it. Okay. Oh, there was one right there. There's you. Just gonna let it charge. Where's that noise? That was a lot. Should not have done that.
You should have known I'd find you.
I shouldn't have known shit. Okay, that was it.
I heard your call. I guess you forgot about me.
No, I didn't. Please. Did I get them both? Okay, let it charge, let it charge.
Want to see the scooping room?
Holy shit, that's huge. That's all three of them. What the fuck? Yes! Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh! Holy shoot! What? Oh my goodness! What? How? What? Holy crap! Dude, I was locked in, man. Oh my goodness! That makes zero sense. What? Also, welcome to the chat, Levi. I saw you join mid-game. What? We're in the universe where he won? Well, let's not talk too soon. Knock on wood. Pray to God. But we literally have 2 more levels to beat. Funtime Foxy again, with a lol bit everywhere. And Nightmare Fredbear. Which, I don't know how easy that is. Sorry, how hard that is, I should say. And I'm unsure how hard this is. I don't know if, like, it's a matter of everybody looks like Funtime Foxy and you just have to avoid him. The real one. I don't know. Which is why I'm going to pull up Ambience again, because he is just a god tier gamer and I love him. I'm going to go plug in my controller as well because it's very dead. We're doing a thing where we play, plug it in, play, plug it in. You know what I mean? That seems to be the situation here. Okay. Now, Ambience is my freaking hero, so let's do this. Fnaf VR Funtime Foxy. Ambience is there again. We're going to scroll back to this one, blacklight mode.
Diagonally away from him. If he's on your left, go forward and right. If he's on your right, then go forward and left. I usually prefer taking 5 steps forward and 3 steps diagonally, but if he's closer, feel free to move diagonally more. Avoid using the beacon in his face and prioritize not running into him while still trying to make some progress. Once you get within close range of the door, he'll no longer be able to follow you, he'll just despawn, and you can walk the final stretch uninterrupted. This should lead to a fast and safe victory, although sometimes Foxy will start pathing worse than a recalled GPS and just start appearing in front of you constantly. Remember, this is not a timed mission. Don't panic and keep playing it safe until he finally gets out of the way. I do want to make it clear that this isn't a cheat sheet or anything that'll just autopilot you to victory by taking 5 steps forward and 3 diagonal. It does require some situational awareness, and you will have to adapt based on where Foxy is. But this basic strat will give you all the tools you need to get an easy win. Just be careful and don't be afraid. The Blacklight version really isn't as bad as most people think. Foxy is replaced by Lolbit, who may be slightly more aggressive. I can't fully confirm that. The only major difference is that the room is filled with clones of the Funtime animatronics who will kill you on contact, making navigation a lot trickier. Stick to the 8-step strategy, but this time keep a close eye on your surroundings and try to memorize all of the nearby animatronics when you flash the beacon. They'll never move, they're completely stationary, and they have pretty small hitboxes, so keep that in mind. You can get really close to them compared to what you might think.
Okay.
You can also see them in the dark if you're close enough, so that can help. If you need to dodge a little bit, but you're cut off by a clone, then there's no shame in walking backward a bit to get around them. You'll lose a bit of progress, but it's worth it in the long run.
I can't walk backwards.
Unless you get terrible RNG, the middle should be mostly clear, so try and stick to there as much as you can.
Okay.
Just remember to stay away from the clones and backtrack if absolutely necessary. Repeat the exact same strat, and you should be good. Lolbit actually barely changes anything at all. Well, that's all for now.
Okay. That's an interesting take he has. So just maneuver away from everybody. Just flash it when you need to, and just get away from everybody, I guess. Everybody. Just flash. That seems to be the situation here. Alright, well, let's see how well this actually works out for me. I think I just stuffed something on my foot. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's see how well this actually works. Same situation. Pray to God. Knock on wood. God save me. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Oh, shit. Stop. Stop. Okay. Stop. Stop. This is not the right way this should be going. Go a little bit this way. Stop. Oh, shit. Oh my goodness. Where's the door? It's this way. Please? Where am I? I don't know where I am. There's the door. I was way off target. Holy moly. Okay. 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 Oh my gosh, chat. W's in the chat. W's in the chat right now. Oh my gosh. Dark Rooms is officially done. Done. And now it's just Funtime Fredbear and Pizza Party. Chat, hit the pause button. We're gonna hit the pause button real quick. We're gonna hit the pause button on the entire challenge right now. This is what I'm thinking. I've been away from Night Terrors for the longest because that's what I started this entire thing with. So I'm thinking I put a pause on the challenge right now. I go back and play Funtime Freddy. And the reason why I want to play Funtime Freddy is because it'll give me an idea of the controls and everything, how that's all going to work. Going through all that, it'll give me a better idea of the control scheme. And then when Ambience inevitably gives me a strategy to implement while playing Nightmare Fredbear, we can use that and then hopefully win. God help us. But that's the plan, I think. I think that'll be the idea. You missed him beating Plush Baby first try. You did. Blacklight Plush Baby first try is crazy. Chat, that's going in the Pineapple Awards this year. That's going in the Pineapple Awards this year. Okay, so before we do anything, let's look up FNAF VR Nightmare Fredbear. First thing that pops up is Ambience.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Circus Babe.
And we're going to skip to Nightmare Fredbear.
Nightmare Fredbear, meanwhile, is a return to the standard formula and works mostly the same as he did in FNAF 4. Picks a hallway, walks to the door, goes into a psychotic rage at the sight of your flashlight, you know the drill. When the night first starts, just sit there and wait until you hear footsteps. If you have headphones of some sort, those would definitely be helpful here, as you might be able to identify which side he's on through hearing. Regardless, keep the volume cranked pretty loud. This level tends to be really quiet for some reason, and the footsteps can easily blend in. If you can't tell what side he's on, just pick a door to check first, and if you don't find him there, go to the other one. How do you visually identify him? Well, that's a bit messy for a reason that we'll talk about in depth toward the end of this video, but the universal solution is to flash the hallway once so that you can see him. Holding a light on him speeds him up though, so make it quick. Anyway, once you know what side Fredbear's on, close the door and he'll despawn once he gets there. At that point, you should be able to open the door, but there's no real harm in keeping it closed either. Stay at the door and listen for more footsteps, but don't react immediately when you hear them. Quieter, sporadic footsteps mean Fredbear is moving around in the back and hasn't landed on a hallway yet. Once the footsteps become louder, deeper, and in a consistent pattern, he started walking down a hallway. Check the hall you're currently at first, and if you don't see him there, run to the other one and deal with him there. If you're a bit late on finding him, it's usually best to just close the door immediately once you've eliminated the other hall, since flashing while he's at the door is an instant death. Oh, also, you actually can hear him breathing when he's at a door, just like Funtime Freddy, so keep that in mind and make sure you're listening closely.
Okay, so you can hear him breathing if he's at a door. So if you can help it, I don't think if I can help it, I don't think I'm gonna flash.
This pattern, except for when you hear laughter. When you hear that, you'll want to turn around and flash the bed first, and hold the light on his head until it disappears if it's there. If it's not, run to the closet as soon as you can and close the door there without using the light, and he'll go away. Unlike FNAF 4, there are no fake laughs in this mode, so never be fooled by simultaneous footsteps and laughter. He is always in the room. This night is 3 minutes long, so half the length of the nights in FNAF 4, but still noticeably longer than Baby's level. As long as you follow the strat, there should be nothing that can trip you up. Well, okay, remember that thing I brought up earlier that makes this level a bit messy? Well, here's what I meant by that. While testing this out, a friend and I discovered that Fredbear had different behavior for each of us, which isn't exactly normal for a game that hasn't been updated in several years. So we dug around a bit, and turns out that Help Wanted runs on a different patch depending on what platform you're playing on, and there are numerous differences between them. That is genuinely insane, and I have no idea why it's like that. I've never seen something like that in a modern game before, but that's just how it is. Obviously, this has a lot of implications for the rest of the game, but for now, I just want to focus on Fredbear. This design choice is really weird though, and definitely worth analyzing more, and I'd probably be willing to make an entire video on it at some point if I was able to learn enough about it. So if any help wanted experts know more about this than I do, then feel free to comment some info on it below, and I will get to that as soon as I can. So, what this means for Fredbear is that the ideal solution for dealing with him might change based on the platform you're on. On Steam, for example, you can't see his red glowing eyes in the hallway immediately, but can after a flash of your light. And a second flash teleports him to your door.
Oh, shit.
On Oculus, on the other hand, which I play on and have recorded all these guides on, you can see his eyes from the very beginning, and one flash teleports him to the door. So, the solution that works for all platforms is to flash once, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best solution for your platform. You have to adapt. And this goes beyond the scope of this game.
Okay, so listen. There'll be scuttling, there'll be sporadic footsteps until you hear consistent, louder footsteps. That means he's picked a hallway. If it's not the door you're currently at, go to the other one, make sure he's there, close the door for 2 to 3 seconds, I want to say, open it, and then listen for footsteps again. If he laughs, check the bed. If he's not there, go to the closet, close it, and then wait for the footsteps again.
Definitely, but I think it's worth saying here and being a bit more candid about, since we're getting closer to the end of the Help Wanted guides, and even Fnaf Academy itself for that matter. And I don't know, I'm in a bit of a reflective mood, I guess. In any part of this game, or the earlier FNAF games for that matter, never be afraid to experiment and see what works.
See, that's the thing. I can't do that.
Back on my earlier guides, there's a lot of things I wish I knew when I was making them. New bits of information that have been discovered recently or recently.
Okay, so I think I understand what the general idea is. However, there's a guy, his name is Gribben. Gribben plays primarily on PS4 VR. So I can get an idea of how this is played in VR, PSVR. So let's take a look. This is the guy that says creepily, "Hey now." That's very disgusting.
Hi everybody, Gribben here with another informative video for you. So I notice a lot of people saying they have issues specifically with Fredbear. I'm going to show you my strategy on how I do Fredbear. Yeet. I'm going to show you how I do my strategy with Fredbear. Let's just jump right into it and I'll explain it as I go along. Now, with Fredbear, it's all about wasting his time and doing as little as possible. So first and foremost, don't use the flashlight.
Okay.
This thing will get you killed. So what you want to do, first of all, wait until you hear what side of the room that he goes on. Left side. Now let him come to the door and then wait for him to breathe. That's one breath. That's 2 breaths. Now during his third one, or right before he does his third one, shut the door. Now he'll reset.
Oh, interesting.
Listen for that third set of breathing. Shut the door during the third set of breathing. Now listen again. It's coming to the other side. Let him get here. That's 1 breath. That's the second breath. That's the third breath. Shut the door.
Interesting.
If he gets into the closet, unfortunately on PS4, I have no strategy for you. You're automatically dead because the game is glitchy.
Wait, what? You can't go to the closet in PS4? It's... Okay, wait, so... But it's been 4 years. That has to be patched by now, right?
Here he comes again. One. 2. 3. If he gets on the bed, this is the only time you use the flashlight. Now, it should be pretty close to moving over to 3 o'clock, which it just did. 6 transitions of Fredbear is what you want to aim for. Here he comes again.
Interesting.
That's one. That's two. That's three. Shut the door.
Interesting.
It's already 4 o'clock. He shouldn't go in the closet at this point. One transition between the closet and the bed is what you want to aim for. And he usually only does it once per night if you do it this way. Okay, he's on the other side. 1, 2, 3. 5 o'clock. One more transition and it's game over. If he goes into the closet at this point, you should be good either way.
Interesting.
Alright, it's on the other side.
So, Gribbin, his video is 4 years old. Ambience's video is 2 years old. So, I guess with a mixture of both of their strategies, I could potentially have this down. So you just wait till you hear the deep footsteps, depending on which side you hear it on. They should be relatively loud. Once you hear them go to the side you hear them on. Once he gets there, do we do the breathing thing, chat? Do we do 1 breath, 2 breath, close? Is that what we do, or do we just close it and listen to ambience? Because if Gribbin is right and that glitch on PlayStation has yet to be fixed, then I don't know. Maybe we should play it like Gribbin.
1, 2, 3. There you go. Yeah, unfortunately it's still buggy on PS4, so whenever Fredbear goes into the closet, you're just dead. So if he goes onto the bed one time, you're golden. Bonnie plushie! Bonnie plushie!
Oh, he got a Blondie plushie, Chad.
Okay. I hope this video was informative to you.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna let our controllers charge. And then we're gonna hit this, because I think that's all that's left, really. When I platinumed the game, I remember going to the closet. Really? Okay. You sure? Okay. I hope you're right. I want to go into Funtime Freddy just real quick, just so I can get an idea of what my new, like, office is like, kind of thing. I just want to get an idea of what my new office is like. Or not office, like play area, because my play area right now, the walls are a lot farther away on the sides, so if I absolutely have to, I could reach over and grab that door, and my camera should be able to pick it up, because, hold on, if I take this hand and I reach, like, that's pretty far, and I could still move my hand freely. That's far. I think that's far enough. And I could do the same over here, but I accidentally touched my TV. Yikes. But you get the idea. So we're going to let that other controller charge for a bit, and then we're going to hop back. We're going to hop into Funtime Freddy, leaving a pause on this challenge. Whether or not we die is something else. We'll pause it because we're playing a level before. Then we're going to go to Nightmare Fredbear where the challenge will resume. And with our 2 lives, we'll see what we can do. So far, the odds have been consistently against us. Me having never played Funtime Foxy Blacklight mode and Plush Baby Blacklight mode, both of which I first tried. So I hope, pray to God, that he's on my side today. Let it charge for a bit. E.g., you're goated for real, for real. I'm downloading the game so I can tell you what's in the game. Really? The Fredbear minigame? You actually, you know what? Let me know. I'm gonna practice a bit on Funtime Fredbear, and I'm gonna wait for EG to get back to me. So both controllers are good. This is a pause on the challenge, so if we do die, it doesn't matter. Play the game. Hello? Son of a bitch. Wait a bit. I don't hear a laugh. Perfect. I hate that I keep on moving like this. I don't hear a laugh. I don't hear a laugh on this side either. The door's closed. What? The... What? Is he gone? So it should be relatively okay. I can reach the doorknobs, which is good. I can reach the doorknobs, which is actually really good. Yay! Okay, so I can reach the doorknobs, which is good. Okay, you can go to the closet. Can you? You can go to the closet. Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, so it's just a matter of listening, and then let's just turn down my volume a bit because it is loud, like really loud. And then there's only one thing left to do. The final boss, I guess. Flashlight, teleport, close the door, survive till 6. Am I dead? Holy shit. Holy shit. Chat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, we're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet, but damn, that feels good. I don't think you know how awesome that feels, because 4 years ago, I bought this game. I beat, in my first playthrough, up to here, 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 here, all the way up to here, and stopped playing because of him. 4 years later, he has been conquered for the first time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chat, you just witnessed history. And now all that's left is pizza party. So, what I'm gonna do is there's a map that is on the Discord that was sent by one of our faithful viewers that I am now going to spend I don't even know how long studying, making a cheat sheet so I can go into this. Look at what EG last said. Hold on, before you go to pizza party, go to the main menu and increase brightness all the way up. What? Okay. I mean, if you say so. Wait, but I would have to close the game in order to get to the main menu. How do I increase my brightness? Quit the title? Yes? Oh, shit. Steel Wool Studios. Their first banger. Okay, we're gonna go here. Go to options. General. Subtitles is all I got. That's all I got, EG. I can literally only turn on subtitles. So we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, I guess. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to plug in my controllers. I'm gonna plug in my controllers for a certain amount of time, and I'm going to study the image, and I'm going to make a little cheat sheet that I can study, knowing which directions I need to go. Probably watch the ambience video a couple times. And let's see if we can do this. We have 2 lives to do this with. 2 lives. If we can pull this off, we should be golden. Okay, we're gonna look up 2 lives too easy. Do you need me to check anything in the minigame? Just realized he did it all in VR. Yeah, I did. I did everything in VR today. This entire challenge. I was gonna do some on flat mode, but then I was like, nope. We're gonna do this the right way. Okay, so I'm going to go to Pizza Party Fnaf VR. Here we go.
Back to another tutorial video.
Guys, I'm watching a child. This isn't ambience this time.
And today I'll be showing you how to complete the pizza party.
And this is in VR.
I'm just letting you know, guys, if you want to know how to do it and you don't want any spoilers, all you have to do is just trust the signs. But if you just want to know how to just get through it quickly, then just keep.
My gosh, this kid's got bigger balls than me.
Okay, first things first, you're going to go left when you're in this room.
Left?
And then once you appear in this hallway, then you want to go left.
Left, left. I believe it's triple or quadruple
and then
left.
you'll see Mangle. And this is optional. You could just go wherever you want, and it will just be the same way. I'm just going to go left, because I'm used to left.
So,
and then you'll
triple
see
left?
This FNAF 3 hallway. You're going to go straight.
Oh, shit. So you're going to go straight? What?
And then take a right when you're back at the
Straight and then
FNAF 1
right.
hallway. Once you're in here, you want to go to the far right. And then once you're in here, you want to go to the very right.
The very right, not the far right.
Once you're in here, you are going to go this way with all the buckets.
With all the buckets.
And then once you're in here with Chica, you're going to go right.
Or cheese, it doesn't really matter.
Once you're in the FNAF 2 puppet, you are going to go right again.
Okay.
And then once you're in here, this time you're going to go into the office and then go through the vent. Once you're in here, you're gonna go up, and then there you go.
Holy shit, this guy is a freaking mad lad. Okay, so I'm gonna rewatch that, but I'm gonna go grab a piece of paper. I'm gonna go grab a piece of paper and write it down. If that still works, I might have to watch Ambience because I don't know how much I trust this child. And Ambience did a playthrough on it 2 years ago as opposed to his 6 years ago. So I'm going to watch Ambience's pizza party walkthrough. And I'm going to write down everything. Give me a second, chat. I'm going to grab a piece of paper and a pencil. I'll be right back. Holy shit, this is all coming together. God protect me, God save me. Holy moly. Okay, Chad, are you ready? I don't know if you're ready for this. I'm going to plug in my other controller here real quick. And then put my other one back. Put back on my VR headset. My gosh, I love being a YouTuber. Hey Pineapple, are you still in the cabin? No, I'm not. I'm at home. So I'm going to start doing regular streams for my PC setup soon as this challenge is done. Okay, so we have our pen, we have our paper, and we have our video. Okay, ready?
Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Pizza Party and get all endings in FNAF VR Help Wanted. This is the very last level of the base game, and the thing that opens up all the endings, but it's actually not as difficult as you might expect. Pizza Party is really more of a stylish maze than a real challenge like the last level of the other games. Regardless, it's easy to get lost, so let's jump right in and get our first ending. First of all, Pizza Party needs to be unlocked before you can play it. It's the blacklight level for night terrors, but you need to beat every other level in the game time to unlock it, not just Night Terrors.
Which I have.
This
Hell yeah.
includes all normal and blacklight levels throughout the game, with the exception of Withered, since it was added in an update. I've already made guides for every other level, so go check out that playlist if there's anything left that you still need to do. I assume most people watching this have probably unlocked Pizza Party already, but just wanted to make sure that there's no confusion. Okay, now that we're in the level itself, let's go over the basics. You start in this version of the Fnaf 4 bedroom, and your goal is to reach the backstage area as you go through a maze of altered places from past Fnaf games. You pick a door to go through, and it leads somewhere. Whether that somewhere is forward, backward, or left depends on which door you pick and how many times you go through it. The single best resource I could find for this level is this great map made by Vernononics, which is mostly what I've been...
Okay, so let's do this real quick. We need to get to the backstage ending. So we need to go through a vent. And in order to get through to the vent, you have to go to N. So our goal is to get to N. So from the start, we go left. Then once we're at left, we find ourselves... we go left again. I know that. Then we just choose whatever. I'm just going to say left again, because triple left is easy to remember. Then once we're in the FNAF hallway... Sorry, we're in FNAF 3 hallway. If we go straight like the kids said, that is going straight back to the FNAF 1 hallway, which is going to get us back in a loop, which we don't want to. So we're going to have to go through D, I believe. Let's listen to him though.
My route off of. It's super helpful. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. As you may be able to tell if you stare at this map for way too long, this level has a total of 13 rooms and 33 doors.
Yes.
17 of which lead to unique places. How do we end up with 13 rooms and 17 unique doors? The most useless room in the level has 4 entrances for some reason. That's how. Also, the final door technically leads to an ending, not a room. I'm using the term door here pretty loosely, by the way. It's basically just anything you can move to. A few doors can actually kill you if you go through them multiple times, twice for door L, 3 times for door B, and 4 times for door G. Besides that, the only way to die is waiting around too long in certain rooms, specifically the ones I've marked in red on the map. As you can see, that's most of them.
Okay, so
Most
you can die in the
rooms have
mangle
an
room.
animatronic that will kill you if you wait around for somewhere between 20 to 40 seconds without going through a door.
Okay.
I won't call them out as we go through the route to save time, but as a general rule, if you see an animatronic anywhere, leave the room as soon as possible. Lastly, you might have noticed the really quick route of going straight to the office, but sadly, it's not viable because door M has the quirk of only appearing after 2 other specific rooms are entered. You'll have to go through those first.
Okay.
Now that we've overanalyzed the basics, map, and technical stuff, let's take a walk through the place room by room and find the best route. Alright, starting in the bedroom, you've got 2 doors in front of you. Each door leads to a hall. FNAF 1 on the left, FNAF 3 on the right. The FNAF 3 hall is actually the only room you're not required to enter, so we're going to go left. Now
Okay,
we're
so
in the
left.
west hall, and we've got another 2 doors here. Left goes to Mangle, right goes to Plus Trap. Mangle is the first encounter required to unlock the secret door, so we're going to go left.
So double left.
Now we're in front of the FNAF 2 office. Flash the light and Mangle will crawl toward you and disappear. Here you can go through a door in one of the party rooms beside you. Doesn't matter which one, just pick your favorite flavor of cake and don't hang out too long.
So go left
After
again.
that, we'll end up outside the FNAF 3 office. The right door leads back to the west hall, while the left one leads to Plus Trap. You can go through either since you can also access Plus Trap from the hall, but it's quicker to go left, so let's do that.
So we're going to go left again. So we're going to go left from the start, left in the FNAF 1 hall, left in Mangle, and then... Where's C? I can't see C anywhere. C. Wait, hold on. So, left from the start, then left from the FNAF 1 hallway, then left from Mangle, and then E leads you to the FNAF 3 outside office, which then you go left again, which brings you to D, which is the Plus Trap hallway. So that's left, 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 left. Left, 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 left. Okay.
Now Now
Then
we're
once you're in Plush Trap.
hallway, and whoa, that's a lot of doors. The front door goes straight back to the Fnaf 3 office, so let's avoid that one. The closest one on your left goes back to the start, so definitely ignore that one too. The other left door and the closer one on the right both lead to the Fnaf 3 hall, so the only good option is the other one on the right.
So go...
guys,
Shit. I accidentally clicked it. So go to the furthest left. Or farthest right. So far... right.
Where's this again? Ah, Funtime Auditorium. The left door goes to the Fnaf 3 hall, which again is bad, and the center one leads to the prize corner, which we'll go through a bit later. Take the one on the right.
Then we're going to go far right again. So it's left, left 4 times, right 2 times.
Okay, now we're in the innards room with 4 doors. The leftmost one goes back to that useless hallway, the next one goes back to Plush Trap, and the rightmost one takes you to the puppet, which we don't want quite yet.
So we're going to go to the buckets one, which is right, and we're going to use what the kids' terminology said, which was the buckets. That's how we're going to do that one.
The kitchen is next, which is the second room required to unlock the office door. Ignore Chica and pick your...
So we're just going to go right again. So what we're going to say is left 4 times, right 4 times.
favorite type of pizza.
But be smart about the
Look
right.
at that, we're finally at the prize corner. The left door goes back to the West Hall, and the right one takes you outside the Fnaf 3 office again. Go right, and you'll discover that the
And so we're going to go right again. So right 5 times.
secret door is visible in the entrance to the office. Go into the
Then we're
office
going to
itself
go into
and
the office. So into office.
on the wall in front of you.
We're going to go into the
Lastly,
vent.
avoid either of the vents on your side and look up
And then we're going to go up.
instead. Enter that, and you'll be in the backstage with the level complete. Take a look
Level
around and follow-
complete. So level done. Okay, so that seems pretty self-explanatory. I like having that image though in my brain, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to photographically memorize that. So here's our plan so far. It is so for the first 4 rooms, it's left, 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 left. Then we're in the plush trap room, so it is far right, which is like the far right corner. Then once we're there, we should be in the dark rooms room, or yeah, so we can go far right there. Then we're gonna go right buckets. Then we're gonna go right again. Then shoot, where are we after that? Right buckets. Then we're in Chica's room. So we go right again. Then we should be in the music box room, so we go right again. And then we're into the office. Then we go into the office, then we go up, then the level's done. So here's the plan. We go left 4 times, and then all the other options are on the right. That's all we need to know. Should we try it, chat? I'm excited to relax and watch this, bro. We're almost done. Allie, this is the final step to this 5-month challenge. If we beat this, we beat the entire thing. Left 4, right for the rest of the game until we win. At least that's how it should be. Okay, let's try it. We still have 2 lives, so if we mess up, it shouldn't be too bad. Don't be late, it says. So we can spend as much time in this first room as possible, as much as we want. So it is. Oh wow. Anything behind me? Okay, so we're gonna go left. Then we're gonna go left again. Then Mangle's gonna show up. Then we're gonna go left. That's 3 lefts. Then we're gonna go not this way. We're gonna go left again. Then we're in this room, so we're gonna go that way. That's right. Then Then we're going to go right. Then we're in here, we're going to go right. Then we're in here, we're going to go right again. Then we're in here, we're going to go right again. Then we're in here, which we can then go in here. While we're in here, we can go in the vent. Then we can go up. And we win! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Fuck you, man. Fuck you, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The challenge was real.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Fazbear Entertainment would like you to put your hands together for the one, the only.
Put your hands together for the one, the only, Freddy Fazbear. Months! 5 months! Five months!
Congratulations on completing the Freddy Fazbear virtual experience. You did an amazing job. You might be wondering if you missed anything, or if there's anything left to see. So just take my word for it, you didn't miss anything, and there's nothing left to see. We're looking forward to a fresh start with you now that we've all had a good laugh at these tall tales, and now that you realize that Fazbear Entertainment is a safe, family-friendly brand with no skeletons in our closet. So goodbye for now, and we'll see you on the toy aisle. Bye-bye. 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 Take care now.
5 months. 5 months. 5 months. Chat. 5 months at Freddy's. I am at home, Tatiana. Fangame Fridays will be making a return. I don't even know what to say. You tormented me for 4 years. I've finally given you what you deserve. Cue GTA Mission Complete music. Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Chat! FNAF 1, night 1 to 4. FNAF 2, night 1 to 4. FNAF 3, night 1 to 4. Dark Rooms, Plush Trap, Nightmare BB, Plush Baby, Funtime Foxy, Parts and Service, Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, Foxy, Vent Repair, Mangle, Ennard, Night Terrors, Funtime Freddy, Nightmare Ione, Circus Baby, Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare Mode, FNAF 1 Night 5, FNAF 2 Night 5 and Wizard Mode on Hard Mode, FNAF 3 Night 5, Dark Rooms, Plush Trap, Nightmare BB, Plush Baby, Funtime Foxy, Parts and Service, Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, Foxy, Vent Repair, Mangle and Ennard, and finally, Night Terrors, Pizza Party. I can't even begin to describe how much weight is lifted off of my shoulders right now. This challenge I started in July. It is now January 10th. How many people discovered my channel from this challenge? Let's listen to the last tape that we got.
You can always tell when a company is getting ready to fire someone. They start giving out written warnings for silly things, making sure to build a paper trail and make a case for a firing. Things that normally no one would care about suddenly become grave offenses, all worthy of being written and documented. I guess it works two ways, because it also encourages a person to quit rather than be scrutinized so heavily. I think Jeremy was too far gone to consider that option, though. The thing about it is that I don't think they were going to fire him because of anything he was doing wrong. They just knew he'd seen something. They needed to discredit him.
Now time to play this backwards. You heard him, folks! Time to play it from Pizza Party, Nightmare Fredbear, all the way down. Actually, kind of fun. Anyway. Chat. This challenge took me 5 months to do. Probably 6 months now. And I've gained about 200 subscribers from it. From this one challenge. 200 people found me through this challenge. Or, yeah, roughly 200. And I just want to say genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. 10 games deathless is not something to be laughed at. And I know by beating the 10 games, there was some iffy wins, but that was what this was for. This retributed me. Beating this entire game with 3 lives, I didn't even need that second life. Matter of fact, we're going to scratch that second life from the thing. We did that with 1 life. And this was my punishment for those iffy wins. And I have to say, it was a good punishment. So that's just it. After this, my sins have been forgiven. My crimes against FNAF has been forgiven by beating this death with only 3 lives. FNAF 1. We didn't die a single time in FNAF 1. FNAF 2. Probably one of the harder games of this entire challenge. FNAF 3. Pretty hard as well, actually. FNAF 4. Free win, question mark. Sister Location was the last one we did. That one was interesting. Pizza Sim. That one was actually a lot of fun. Security Breach was crazy. FNAF World was nuts. FNAF Into the Pit was not too bad. I think I got all of them. And this one, which does every single one of them except for a select few in VR. So what do we do now, chat? What time is it? 3:30. Menacing, you hopping on to play Steam? What? You hopping on to play Steam later? I don't know. I don't think I am. I gotta go bowling and stuff. Eat cake pineapple? I might! I just might! You need some rest? I do. Do a house tour now. I'm not gonna do a house tour now. Chat, this video is probably going to be... It is the biggest project I think I've ever had. It's bigger than beating Dark Deception backwards, which is probably my second biggest challenge, because that took me only about, I want to say, 4 or 5 streams to do. This challenge has taken me over 20 streams to get done. And I hope to God that this video blows up. I hope this video gets the recognition it deserves, because I don't want all this work to go unnoticed. Go to gallery. Whoa! I didn't know this was a thing! That's cool! Wait, what? I have things that are not unlocked yet? There's a drawer. Disappointment. Hell yeah. There's a cupboard with a tape in it. Huh. Can't open that cupboard. So that's normal Fredbear. I can't. Oh shit. Wow. So wait, these must be the new models, because these withered animatronics weren't in the base game, were they? Wow. You should play the new Dark Deception update on PS4. I don't know if I have it. I gotta say, chat, they really cooked with this game. Menacing, do you have time to play Lethal Company later? Allie, I unfortunately do not. Those 8 extra models from the DLC. Are they? Right, that's the thing I haven't played. Which, by the way, spoiler warning, I actually do have the DLC. I bought the DLC a while ago. I'm not even kidding. I have it bought. I want to see Foxy, actually. Sexually. Ooh, I like him. He was cool. And then Freddy Fazbear. Let's go through them. Let's look at the memories, chat. Let's look at the memories. I played all these games during Christmas. What's this lever do? Oh, I can rotate them. Oh, sick. Coolio. No, Louis, I never said I liked you. I mean, I like all my viewers. They're all great. But not in that way, you know what I mean? Oh, cool. Wait a second. That's cool. They modeled an endoskeleton? That's actually so cool. Like, the attention to detail is crazy. I gotta see Foxy now. Throw trash at Fredbear? Can you actually? Is that a thing you can do? Look at him. They actually modeled an endoskeleton. That's so cool. That's so cool. Entered. Look at the intricate wires, man. Steel Wool really put their heart and soul into this game. And, like, that's not even, like, funny. New challenge, play VR on drugs. Literally never gonna happen. Like, look at the intricate lines of Mangle. I mean, you can see the polygons on her tail. But, like, that's about it. Like, look at her. It's very interesting to see her in a light where she's not trying to kill me. Actually, it's very interesting seeing all these guys in a light where they're not trying to kill me. Frickin' Toy Freddy was a pain in the ass. Like, this fat ass would just sit there and stare at me for countless minutes. Yes, I have started school back up. You mean it? Sorry. Toy Bonnie was actually fairly nice to me, and so was Toy Chica. And I really like their models. I can tell there's differences between this model and the FNAF 2 model, because his nose is a bit more, like, sharp, as opposed to his FNAF 2 counterpart, which is more robust. And then Chica, I don't want to say she's more curvy. No, she definitely is. Yeah, that's definitely... I can't imagine what people do in this section in VR. Like, I can't even imagine. Balloon Boy was actually less of a pain in my ass in this game than he was in FNAF 2. But in every game Balloon Boy's in, he is just a pain in the ass. Like, just legitimately a pain. Like, even freaking Phantom Balloon Boy, which we're going to get to in a second, was just such a pain in my butt. And you know, and people should know why. Like, he was a pain in the butt because, oh, you're weird. Why are you shaped like that? Interesting. I like that, actually. I liked you in FNAF 2 movie. She was probably, like a really scary character in the FNAF 2 movie. Plushtrap was actually really nice to me. Oh, they have his chair here, too. Plushtrap was really nice to me. I like the design. I like how they made him faithful in VR. For a game that was released 6 years ago in VR, this is really freaking awesome. That is a terrifying creature. Like, just legitimately, their mode is not hard, but that is scary. Like, that is just terrifying. Holy crap, that is scary. This, I did like Baby in this game. Baby was a lot of fun. Baby's mode, holy moly, she is humongous. If you guys were in VR, she is huge. Like, look at Withered Freddy compared to her, which is, like, I think one of the biggest ones. He is that big compared to... Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Keep that in mind. We're going to change the Baby. Like... humongous. Humongous. Funtime Foxy, they were very simple to do. Baby did get a different model and help wanted. Oh, did she really? Funtime Foxy, really cool. Yeah. Funtime Foxy was really cool. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see me play Help Wanted 2. I think that'd be really fun. That's actually crazy, Gems. Legitimately, that's crazy. He is so small. This is cool. I like this. I really liked Fredbear's design, and I liked how he was implemented into this game. It's really cool how they had him in a Fnaf 4 format. That was really cool. I like that a lot. And the man of the hour, Fredbear himself. Holy crap. That is... wow. That is just something else. And he still doesn't even square up to Baby. Like, Baby is 10 times bigger than him. But you are just... yeah, you are terrifying. You are scary. But I kicked your ass. I did. I kicked your ass. First try, by the way. Get harder. Stop it. And then... our favorite little piece of crap. The plush babies. Which... were easier than I thought, actually. Like, you were all... this mode... don't get me wrong, this mode was really fun. Like, when you know that... that game was that hard when you first played it, and then you play it again, and you get it first try, that is really... like, the dopamine just hits. I love these creatures. Like, they are a lot of fun to play against. Lolbit, in the black light mode, wasn't actually that terrifying. Wasn't much different than Funtime Foxy. But overall, I like it. I liked it. So what are we doing right now? We're looking at some models, and then I don't even know. And then easily one of the most infuriating creatures in this entire game, Nightmare Balloon Boy. I want to throw you out a second story window. You are just a pain. But look at the intricate joints on his hand. That is so cool. That is actually so neat. I like how much love they actually put into this game. Compared to the love they put into Security Breach, this is just incomparable. Tatiana, I'm already home, so next stream will be something at my normal setup. Springtrap, loved you, bud. Oh my gosh, Springman, I'm gonna miss you. You were a lot of fun to talk to back in the day, and you're a lot of fun to talk to now. You were great. I loved you, man. You were awesome. And I also love how they have bits of Afton stuck in him. Like, you can see it in his chest. Like, you could see little decaying parts in his chest. It's really neat. Like the brown stuff compared to the endoskeleton. That's so cool. So cool. Then this character. Who was this character? Who are you? I don't remember you. Were you just the endoskeleton? Are you in the same position as Freddy? Let's test it out. You might be in the same position as Freddy. You are not. Okay, so that's weird. We're gonna go to you now, because I think... so that's Endo 1. Is this Endo 2? Hello? Here you go. Oh, that's Fredbear's Endo! Is it? It might just be. That's scary. That is scary, and I don't think that was ever actually implemented. That's terrifying. Tatiana, yes, I will do Fan Game Fridays. Yes, that will happen at some point, yes. We're not doing Fan Game Fridays tomorrow because it's not Friday tomorrow. We'll be doing something different tomorrow. I haven't determined what. You never made an appearance in the game either. That would have been cool, though. If they made a VR recreation of FNAF 4, that'd be kind of sick. And then, what's this? I don't know what this is. Just all the plushes? Like all the intricate designs of the plushes? I like how they are showing off their stuff. Like, that is really cool. This is neat. I like this. I like this game. Oh. Cool, I just got a coin. Can't reach into here. Can I look in here? I can look in there. Oh, I can't look in there. Dang. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. This entire game is beaten. And if I want to do the Halloween DLC, I'd have to download it. Which just, I can't do without ending the stream, so... Oh. That's new. It's just a little desk fan. Can I put you in here? Oh shit. Wait, no, come back. That's neat. Can't turn you on? No, I can't. Can't turn it on. Yes. So, also, I want to talk about this one last thing before we, like, move on to anything. Your biggest fan. And that there's this. This was what was in the original Plush Trap mode, or Plush Baby mode. You could easily see this because the pigtails would stick out from the plushies. But then in black light mode, which is what terrified me so much, was that it looked like this. This was hiding among all of these. That's terrifying. Because look at how interchangeable they are. They're exactly the same. There's barely any difference compared to each other. Like, do you know how crazy that is? Unbelievable that they would do that. That is, like, diabolical that they would do that. You're glitching a lot more. Kind of scary. Not sure if I like that. Anyway, download Epic Mickey PS Plus store. Chat, I don't think it's really sunk into me that this challenge is done. Like, I don't think you understand. Every single stream, except for a couple of Fan Game Fridays here and there, have been this challenge over and over and over again for the last 6 months. Gotta go to confession? Alright, bud. See you later. Like, this has been easily one of the hardest challenges I've ever done. Like that, it's crazy to me. Unbelievably crazy to me that this took this long. But I'm finally done. And with that, I think I'm going to sign off. Now you have to play it in one stream. That, I think, actually might be easier than, like, if I were to be able to play all these, like, I could be FNAF 1 to 5. Like, now that I know how all these games are played and I know a bunch of strategies, this is easier than I originally thought. And I could probably go back through these and get tapes, because if I go here, if I go back into Nightmare Fredbear, and I go to the closet, I believe I saw a tape. Yeah, I did. And then we can leave. I got a tape. Like, that's what I saw. I saw a tape. So, if we go back into the tape room... That was weird. We have 2 extra tapes now. One of them was from... what was it? From the gallery.
There was something that looked like a Halloween mask laying on the floor. I didn't understand. Ink must have spilled. It was only then that I heard a shuffle from the testing room and realized Jeremy must be there. I went back and peered in the window. I couldn't see his face. He had the visor covering his head. He had ink spilled on himself as well. The front of his shirt looked black in the dark room. He turned his head in my direction, but I don't think
the amount of lore here is crazy.
I was told I had 3 days to finish Jeremy's work, but I know it's just passing the time. They don't really expect me to do anything. It's just to keep up appearances until the buyout is complete. We have to look like we have things under control. There's another potential development studio that wants to pick up from here, but who knows what kind of lies they're being fed to convince them to do it. Against my better judgment, I'm going to do my best to see what's here, make notes of it, and try to isolate where this thing is hiding. At least then, the next person that tests this will have a chance of getting rid of it.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. You're closer. Wait, you were significant. What the heck? Oh, shit. I accidentally hit that. You were significantly closer. Chad, am I crazy? The more tapes I get, you seem to get closer. How close are you gonna get? You're like really close now. You used to be in that hallway. Now you're there. That is at least like 7 tiles, 8 tiles. Can you get all the way into your bubble? Can he get all the way into my bubble? I have no idea. Okay, well, chat, that is it. Expect a video on this next week, because that's when I want to get this out. Next week, Friday, I will have the biggest video of the year out. And that'll be one of the videos that I need to post this month out of 2. Which is why I'm tempted of starting my next video idea tomorrow, because I already have my next video idea planned. But yeah, this video will be up hopefully next week, Friday. If not, it'll be during the weekend. But I'm determined to get it out next week. So, thank you guys so much for watching 6 months at Freddy's, 5 months at Freddy's, whatever you want to call it. The hardest Menacing Pineapple channel so far in history of this entire channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for loving the content. And please stick around for more, because this is not the end of FNAF, but I am welcoming more horror games into the mix. You will not know what the next game I'm playing for a challenge is, but I will assure you, it is not Five Nights at Freddy's. That's not to say FNAF won't make a return, because it definitely will, because I'm actually starting to, this game is starting to grow on me. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to witness history. And as always, I'm the Menacing Pineapple. And I'll see you guys in the next one. How do I turn off the stream? What would you do for FNAF World's 10th anniversary in 11 days? Probably nothing. How to turn off the stream?